Good day everyone. Maraming salamat po sa pag-i-invite po sa akin ngayon sa ating pong conference na ito. It is a great privilege po na maging kabahagi po ng ating conference via Zoom. At ngayon pong hapon, I am here to share the application process po and yung mga information po regarding this scholarship. And please allow me po to share my screen para po ma-share ko po yung aking presentation ngayon pong hapon. So to start with po, study in Korea or Korean Government Scholarship Program or KGSP na mas kilala po na sa Global Korea Scholarship or GKS. Ito po ay isang scholarship program po that's funded by the National Institute for International Education or NIIED. So ako po ay si Joseph Ubas at ako po ay isang alumnus ng nasabi pong scholarship at ako po ay scholar po ng Korea from the year 2010 hanggang 2016. So I graduated po in the university po with two majors dahil po sa university po na aking pinasukan, which is Handong Global University, is requiring two major po sa mga estudyante. So I graduated po Bachelor of Science in Life Science and a Bachelor of Arts and Design in Visual Communication Design. And I graduated last 2016. So 6 years po ako nagstay sa Korea under the scholarship program. So usually po talaga it's 5 years, pero dahil po sa program po dahil po sa course na aking kinuha, I needed to stay a year pa po sa Korea to finish po my design degree. So, ang Korean Government Scholarship Program po, it is designed po to provide international students with opportunities to study at higher educational institutions in Korea, which will enhance international education exchange and deepen mutual friendship between Korea and participating countries. Ang bansang Pilipinas po ay matagal na pong panahong kasama po ng scholarship program na ito at tayo po ay nabibiyayaan po ng pagkakataon na makasama through the mga opportunities po na binibigay sa atin. And yung programs po has undergraduate and graduate degrees po available po every year. So ang KGSP undergraduate program po, yung bachelor's degree po is consist po ng 5 years po sa Korea ng program po ng scholarship. So yung 5 years po na yun is unang-una po, you need to take a 1 year of Korean language intensive program. And after po nun is your 4 years of undergraduate degree. And the same thing po with it comes to associate degree, you have 1 year of Korean language program plus 2 to 3 years of your associate degree. So itama po yun. Kasama ho sa program po talaga ng scholarship po na ito is your 1 year of Korean language. Dahil po, ang programa po nila is you need to pass yung TOEIC level 3. So yung TOEIC po is test of proficiency in Korean language. So you need to study 1 year of Korean. So doon po kayo magsisimula na mag-aral ng from the most basic po ng Korean language hanggang sa conversational up to yung mga formal forms po ng Korean language. And you need to pass level 3 in order for you to proceed po sa inyong undergraduate degree na 4 years. Now, in cases po na hindi ka pumasa ng level 3 ng TOEIC, doon po sa certain period na binigay ho sa atin ng program, you need now to extend your Korean language program. Pero ang mangyayari po noon, kapag nag-extend ka, ma-extend din po, madedelay po yung iyong pagpasok sa university. And then, ang mangyayari po niyan, there's a possibility na doon po, dahil na-delay ka nga, matatapos yung program mo na hindi mo pa natatapos din yung iyong undergraduate degree. So, ang mangyayari po doon, you need to carry all the expenses po because of the delay ng iyong pong program because of not passing yung TOEIC level 3. And ang nangyari po dyan, you need to pass the TOEIC level 3 po na exam dahil po ang kanila pong layunin din is when you start your undergraduate degree, may mga subjects po, may mga academics po na talagang only offered in Korean language. So it is necessary for you to at least have the basic of Korean language in order for you to survive your year doon po sa university And at the same time po, para makasurvive in your living in Korea, para at least marunong ka sa mga basic conversation po habang ikaw ay namumuhay sa Korea. So ang qualifications po with the scholarship program, unang-una is you need to be a foreign citizen. So the applicant po and yung magulang, his or her parents, must hold a foreign citizenship. When it comes to age requirements naman po, the applicant must be under 25 years of age doon po sa selection year na yon. So 25 years old lang po pababa para po sa mga undergraduate degree applicants. And then the next one po, the applicants must hold a high school diploma doon po sa selection year na yon. So usually po sa March ho nagkakaroon ng selection. So you need to have a high school diploma. And doon naman po sa mga applicants who are expected graduate of high school, at the time of applying, must first submit po the certificate of expected graduation at the time of applying. Kasi may mga panahon ho na hindi pa tayo talagang graduate nung panahon ho na nag-a-apply pa tayo. So when in that case, you need to submit an expected graduation certificate in high school. And then the official high school graduation certificate naman po and final high school transcript must be submitted doon po sa time given ng scholarship program. And usually po magbibigay ho sila ng deadline kung kailan nyo po siya isasubmit. And yung applicant naman po must maintain, pagdating mo sa grading system po, sa grade point average po, of at least 2.64 on a 4.0 scale, or 2.80 on a 4.3 scale, 2.91 on a 4.5 scale, or yung grades nyo po should be 80% above out of 100% scale system po. Or higher than that para po or from the previously attended institution, or kung kasama ka doon sa or rank ka within the top 20% within one's class, ikaw po ay qualified to apply dito po sa scholarship program na ito. And the good thing about din po dito sa grades na ito ho, talaga hong pinaprioritize din ho yung mga applicants po na talagang academically competent, yung talagang may potential ho pagdating ho sa pag-aaral. Kaya ho, based on my experience, may marami po akong kaibigan na they are graduate of Science High School who really have good grades nung sila po ay gumraduate ng high school. So may advantage po talaga kapag maganda po ang grades mo. And then, yung a person po who have graduated a high school, including international school na nasa Korea, in Korea, or you hold a bachelor's degree, you cannot apply to this program. And yung applicants must be in good health, of course, both mentally and physically, to study in Korea for the full duration of degree or research programs. Kasi po, when you enter the scholarship program po and you started studying in Korea, sobra hong may mga panahon na talaga hong intense yung pag-aaral. So you need to be physically fit, mentally, and physically ho, para ho, for you to be qualified. Though may mga physical exam naman po na kailangan mong isubmit sa application po na to. And may mga preferred qualities ho pagdating ho sa selection procedure. So besides dun sa mga application po na kailangan isubmit, mga documents, may mga preferred po, may mga preferences ho sa pagpili. So may mga applicants po na before they applied for the program or as they were applying, they're already talagang may alam na pagdating sa Korean language. So for those applicants who already received TOEIC level 3 or above, they will be given additional 10% points of the total marks during the evaluation procedure. And then doon naman po sa mga descendants of the Korean War veterans, they will receive additional of 5% sa total marks po nila. And sa mga applicants din po na they have received outstanding scores for their proficiency in English, like TOEFL or TOEIC, they may be given preference din. So may advantages po yun kapag mayroong mas advanced ka pagdating mo sa languages. And for those embassy track applicants naman po who apply for majors in the field of natural science and engineering, they may be given priority during the evaluation process kapag meron po silang marks na kapareha with other candidates. So doon naman po sa website ho ng scholarship program na ito, they will provide po yung mga list of universities kasama po yung mga programs available. Mostly naman po lahat po ng kurso is available doon. And yung associate degree naman po, associate degree track applicants na nakatanggap po ng mga awards of national or international competition, of course, you will be given preference then. And lastly po, yung applicants po from low-income families or underprivileged backgrounds will be given preference providing po yung mga documents needed to prove your low-income or underprivileged background po ninyo. And ito po yung mga application po, there are 2 tracks po pagdating sa pag-a-apply. So, una po doon yung university track and the other one is the embassy track. So, sa university track po for this year, 2020, there are 95 grantees po all over the world. So, dalawa po doon, 2 grantees po are coming from the Philippines sa ating pong bansa. And the second one naman po is yung embassy track na we have 125 grantees and Philippines naman po is 2 grantees po doon. So applicants po must choose their majors or fields of study doon po sa information na po na listed doon sa file na kanilang pinoprovide. And sabi ko nga po kanina, mostly naman po ng majors are there. And we need to choose only one track. So, hindi mo po pwedeng mag-submit ang application sa university at the same time, nag-submit ka din ng application sa embassy. Kasi po may pagkakaiba po yung dalawa and both of them has advantages and disadvantages din. So, ang March po usually are yung application period po and application deadline pagdating ho sa pagsasabit po ng application ho ng mga documents. And pag dating ho sa embassy track, yung lahat ho ng documents nyo must be submitted to the Korean embassy ng bansa po. So sa ating hong bansa, you need to submit it to the Korean embassy ho, located ho sa Taguig. And ngayon po, pagdating naman po dun sa tracks na yun, sa embassy and university track, meron pong pagkakaiba ho yung dalawa and disadvantages and advantages. So unang-una po, yung embassy track po, yung pag pinili po natin yung embassy track, halimbawa nag-apply ka through the Korean embassy dito sa Pilipinas, ang una ho doon, you can select 3 prospect universities. So doon po sa listahan na ibibigay ho sa atin, you can choose 3 universities there. But you need to include at least 1 university po from the type B na listahan po ng universities. Mostly naman po nandoon ho lahat. Ngayon, you need to choose 3 universities from there. Ang problema lamang po sa embassy, medyo may dalawang layers of application. Kasi sa unang procedure, let's say in the unang procedure, nakapasa ka sa embassy. And then yung listahan po ng mga nakapasa, it will be given to the universities na iyong inapplyan. Ngayon, pagdating sa second round, sabi ko dito, scholarship not yet guaranteed after the second round. Kasi kailangan mong ma-make sure na at least isa doon sa mga schools na yung napili ay inaccept ka. Kasi kahit inaccept ka ng embassy, pero doon naman sa schools na iyong nilista ay hindi ka na nila inaccept, ay mababaliwala hindi po kayo matatanggap doon sa scholarship. And another advantage po ng embassy, since sa embassy tayo nag-a-apply, doon po mismo natin masisend yung ating mga documents. So hindi natin siya kailangang ipadala abroad or doon sa university na ating pinag-applyan. So yun po yung advantage po nun. Yun nga lang po, pagdating sa selection, mas challenging pagdating sa embassy at hindi tayo magkakaroon ng kasiguraduhan talaga. Ngayon, pagdating naman po sa university track, you can only select 1 university. Doon sa listahan ng university track na available na university, you can select only 1 university and mag-a-apply ka doon. Now, the disadvantage with this is you need to ship all the requirements doon sa university na yon directly to the admissions office of the university. And ang maganda naman po dito, after na review yung iyong document, yung application mo, kapag nakapasa ka on the second round, you're basically done. Ibig sabihin, admitted ka na in the university. Now, when may mga cases naman po na you apply to the university and then nakita nila yung iyong application and you're not, hindi ka natanggap. Ibig sabihin hindi ka talaga qualified in that scholarship program. May mga cases naman din po na nakita nila yung application mo and then nakita nila, oh, you are capable po or you're qualified to be part of this GKS in their school. Iga-grant naman po nila sa inyo yung scholarship program ho na yun. And now, pagdating mo sa place of submission ho, pagdating sa embassy, you submit that in this address ho na nakikita ho ninyo ngayon sa inyong screen. It is in our embassy po, in the Korean embassy po of the Republic of Korea ho, in McKinley Town Center sa Taguig po sa Port Bonifacio. And all the application po must be submitted or must be in Korean or English only. So, dalawa lang po yun. It's either Korean or English. Kapag other language, you need to have proof of translation, a notarized translation po doon ho sa ating mga documents. Pero of course, dahil po Pilipino ho tayo, we can speak English, we can write English. We usually make our application po in English. Ngayon ho, pagdating ho sa mga required documents, of course, we have the application form and then the personal statement, kasama po dun yung self-introduction, and then yung study plan. And isa ho sa mga important documents that you need to submit ay yung letter of recommendations, dalawa po yan. So, mas maganda din po na talagang pag kayo po ay magsasubmit na ng letter of recommendation, you ask someone ho na talagang kaya kayong back-upan pagdating ho sa recommendation. Kasi malaking bearing din po yun, yung taong nagre-recommend. And yung GKS applicant agreement, and yung personal medical assessment, and of course for your certificate of high school graduation or your expected graduation certificate, and your high school grade transcripts, and yung applicant's proof of citizenship document. Kasama po, pwede po doon yung birth certificate or family registrar or your passport copy. And may mga optional documents din po na pwede nyong isubmit. Kasama po dyan yung awards and other certificates na natanggap mo sa iyong mga competition or something po na mas makakadagdag sa iyong potential to be accepted in the application. And second one po your certificate of valid TOPIK score. So kung ikaw ay nakapag-take na ng exam ng TOPIK, pwede mo itong isubmit sa iyong documents. And then certificate of valid English proficiency test. So lahat naman po itong mga application na to, they all have their own templates po that can be downloaded sa mga websites po ng GKS. So, ang mga benefits po ng scholarship na to ay napakaganda ho. Kaya ho talagang marami ho talagang nag-aasam po na makatanggap ng scholarship na to. Not only because you get to experience Korea, talagang you can live in Korea for 5 years and enjoy Korean culture kung ikaw you really love Korea. The benefits are really good talaga. Unang-una po yung airfare, they provide a round-trip economy class ticket. So pagpunta mo doon, they will provide the airfare. And then pagbalik mo naman ng bansa, once you have completed the program, it's all provided. And you also have a settlement allowance once you get to Korea. You have a 200,000 Korean won settlement allowance for you to start your living in Korea. And then you get monthly allowance po of 900,000 Korean won per month. So before, nung panahon ko po, we were only given 800,000 Korean won. Pero ngayon, they have increased it with 100,000 Korean won. 900,000 na po yung monthly allowance ngayon. And kung ito po ay 900,000 Korean won po sa Korea is really a huge amount of money na talagang masasatisfied ka na to live your life in Korea and wala ka nang iisipin pa kasi napakalaking amount po nito if it's monthly na binibigay ho. So, doon naman po sa 1-year Korean language po na mandatory po na program, ito din po ay fully covered po yung training fee po na yun. And pagdating mo naman po sa university, yung iyong tuition fee will be covered. So 5 million Korean won is the maximum po na tuition amount covered by the NIIED. And when it exceeds to 5 million Korean won, you need to, it will be covered by the scholars university. So you need to arrange po how you will cover that tuition. And then medical insurance naman po is 60,000 Korean won per month, though it is limited coverage po dahil hindi ho lahat ay nakakover po ng medical insurance na to. And the seventh one is the Korean proficiency grants. So for those scholars ho na proficient sa Korean language, kapag sila po ay nagkaroon ng TOEIC level na 5 or 6. Yung TOEIC level 5 or 6 po, yun po yung talagang pangdiin ng Korean na naiintindihan mo lahat, almost 80 to 90% ng conversation sa mga dramas, sa mga news, yun ho yung level mo. You can get 100,000 additional po na allowance per month. And once you have completed your degree, you are getting 100,000 Korean won. That is 100,000 po Korean won given to you once you have completed your degree. So for more details po about the KGSP qualifications, you can visit po the following websites po provided on the screen na nakikita nyo po ngayon. And please be updated din po through our Facebook page and social media accounts po. And we are always be willing po and will be happier po to assist you with all your questions pagdating po sa scholarship. So, yun lamang po. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig and hopefully po ay nakatulong po itong pag-i-explain po natin ng mga procedures and application. And we wish you all the best po sa inyo pong pag-aasam na makapag-aral sa Korea. And kamsahamnida po, salamat po, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.